What actually matters in a friendship now? Have you ever looked around and realized that your friendships don't feel the same way that they used to? I mean, not because something bad happened, but because something changed in you? No? All right, moms, come on. It's time for our one on one mama talk again. Let's talk about it. It got me thinking, what really matters in friendships now? All right, mom. So, those of you here in my last video, we talked about how my circle changed as my life got busier. And it honestly made me start thinking about a few things. And when you talk about your circles changing, for me, it made me think about what are the qualities that I value in a friendship now? And it also made me realize that the qualities that I value in friendships have also changed as well. So if we're thinking back, mom to mom, back in high school, the only thing that was on my mind was getting out of my parents' house. How we valued our friends then was more like you were either thinking about who was going to support you, like what was in, what was not in. Like you can tell your secrets to, like what were your plans after high school. Like that was a big thing. Fast forward to like 10, 15 years later, you're thinking like, okay, now that we're here where life has actually hit you, what does it look like now? Do you have to call your friend every single day? What really happens? Like, do you have to be joined at the hip all the time? Like, what really matters now? Like, with all those responsibilities growing compared to you being in high school and you having a family of your own, all of those things change now, especially having a family, right? You got to put all those things in perspective. I mean, if you think about it, when you start having a family of your own, your responsibilities start to grow, your priorities shift. I mean, everything just goes so crazy. So the qualities that you value tend to shift as well. So hence why I said the qualities that we value in people tend to change because when life gets busy, as in some of the things that honestly didn't used to matter anymore seem to matter more now. So for instance, one quality that I value more now is consistency. What I mean by that is not the constant communication, not perfection, just people who show up in honest, steady ways without all the unnecessariness. Like we don't have to go overboard, just showing up is cool with me when you can. I appreciate it. That means more than what people even realize these days. It's not high school back. You got to be there every single time. I'm crying because you ain't show up. I'm mad. No, you're a parent. I'm a parent. You get there when you can. If not, send me a picture. You call like you there in spirit. Let's FaceTime, whatever the case may be. We're there when we can. Another thing that matters more to me is understanding. And honestly, moms, I feel like we really need to work together on this. Like, I feel like that one is so misunderstood these days because sometimes I feel like as a parent, we forget that we can't answer every single call. We're not going to be there every single time. Especially if you have kids, multiple kids, it's not gonna happen. It's just not. Real friendships to me look different in busy seasons, especially the school year. The older I get, the more I appreciate friends who understand that and how busy my life is. And I appreciate that more than anything right there because I think sometimes people forget how crazy that is, how hectic that is, especially being a working mom. Half the time I can't remember which day it is. So, but still show up. Man, I really appreciate I really big ups to y'all. I do. Even when I like disappear for a minute because I'm losing my mind. Thank you. And moms who are going through that right now, especially with sports and stuff, the school season period, I feel like that is the worst. Thank you. Big ups to y'all. And who's just not going through that, we're gonna make it. Big ups. We right here. We're gonna make it. Emotional safety is another one, and it matters so much to me. As a person who is just I move at the spur of the moment. I like to get stuff done and I can be so focused on things. I have to have a friendship where I can be myself. To me, if I can't be my true self, we can't be friends. I don't put any value in that friendship if I can't be myself, if I can't be comfortable. And then I respect the person who feels the same because I would want you to be yourself. So that is just me. That's what a friendship is based off of. I don't know if that's changed. If I know that can be hard for people in this day and age, this time, especially if they feel the pressure that they're not comfortable with being themselves or they don't know exactly who they are these days because they might have hidden that piece of themselves being bare because as a parent, you can't forget who you are because you're trying to make sure your family's okay and you're trying to protect the inner parts of yourself or even those around you, or even you feel like you're walking on eggshells if you are going to be yourself. And I don't know, maybe you feel like you'll go too far, but for the love of yourself, just make sure you be yourself. That is very important to me. And that is a value I put for myself. I also consider it valuable to anyone that I consider myself friends with. So So finally, my last one, and hopefully I didn't drive you guys crazy. So don't go anywhere. This is my last one, I promise. I'm sorry. Thank you for sitting around for my venting session. I guess you can call it that. But anyway, here's the last one. Honesty and respect. I feel like they go hand in hand. I value them so much because to me, being on this channel, speaking with you, this is what I'm doing. I'm being honest with you. I'm also trying to respect you while I'm speaking. So hopefully none of these things are being disrespectful to you, but I know I'm being very honest with you. So that is how I operate outside of this. But it's very important to me because I would want someone to be honest with me in a friendship. It's important to me when we're communicating because that's how it should be, in my opinion. It's a mutual respect thing because I care about you enough to respect you to be honest. It's not me trying to pass judgment on you. It's the fact that I care about you enough to do it. Just honesty with care. It's all in the way of how you say things and how you handle things. And I think in this day and age, it is so hard to say things to people sometimes, like your loved ones, your close ones, without hurting their feelings because no matter what or how you say it, it can still come off offensive, but at least you were being open and honest. And sometimes you have to go around it a different way and sometimes let them learn for themselves. But at least you love them by being honest and respecting them the best way that you can. So those two things to me are very important. And by doing that, like I said before, it's a mutual respect thing. I'm trying to respect that person's boundaries and hopefully they're respecting mine in return. And we're also respecting the growth that we're getting from the situation. So all those things, one, are important to me. And I'm honestly less impressed by the convenience of just having everything just at my fingertips in a friendship like that because there are some moments I need to grow. I need to understand and process my own feelings and understand what's wrong with me myself. But through my journey, I've learned to value consistency, peace, and emotional safety because through all of it, that's what I need from my busy schedule through my life. I think when we're younger, we tend to value closeness in our friendships a little bit differently. Honestly, it seemed to be more about how many friends that you had, and we were kind of like, oh, I'm friends with X, Y, Z, all these. We were friends with so many people, or sometimes we call them associates. But we had all these friends. Now that we're older and our lives are busier, friendships seem to be less about the quantity of them and more about the quality of them in the peace. Reflection helped me notice these things. No matter how crazy busy it was, sometimes I had to slow down to really process and understand like what is really going on? How do we get back to this point in our lives where everything was like going to the flow like we needed to get back centered to where I needed to be in order to get that peace back into my life. And that's something that I talk about in my Power File Reset Guide. So hopefully, moms, I didn't drive you too crazy going through the path of the qualities I value in a friendship. But hopefully you enjoyed yourself. Before we time this out, I am really curious though, moms. What really matters the most to you in friendships now? I am curious. I can't wait to see your response in the comments below. Until then, moms, I will see you next time and we'll talk more about friendships. I can't wait to see you next week, moms. Bye.